Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another live stream. Today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin meme ecosystem. And so the Bitcoin memes are the runes. I'm here with an expert of the Bitcoin rune ecosystem. It's Frey. He's now the research analyst, more of the Degen side here at BlockFi Capital. So Frey, how are you doing?
Hi, Jack. I'm good. And you?
Very good, very good. So
Thank you for having me.
people may maybe not know this, but Frey helped me a lot with my latest video. So my latest video here on YouTube, you can watch it. I uploaded it 3 days ago, and we really dived into the Bitcoin meme ecosystem. And at the end, I set my top meme coin that I have, and it's basically the only meme coin I have in my portfolio, and it's Magic Internet Money. But at the moment, the coin is not called Magic Internet Money yet. It's still Bitcoin Wizards. And normally, the migration will be this evening. So this will be one of the things we will talk about. But we will also talk about the Bitcoin meme coins in general. And yeah, that's why I have Frey with me, who will go deep in all of these topics.
Yes, thank you. I'm looking forward to talk a little bit about Bitcoin DeFi together. For me, it's definitely still one of the most undervalued ecosystems in crypto in general. Bitcoin doesn't need any explanation. But the fact that there is so much money that is just sitting there as a store of value for Bitcoin also brings a lot of opportunities, because now the last 2.5 years, people started really building stuff on the Bitcoin blockchain. And this is evolving more and more rapid, or this has been evolving more and more rapid over the last few months. First of all, the biggest invention I think that happened this cycle was the invention of inscriptions by Casey Rodarmer. Inscriptions brought with them ordinals, or the ordinal theory. And ordinals, yeah, it's a way to inscribe a file, and that can be an image or an MP3 file, a video file, a GIF, whatever, on the Bitcoin blockchain. And it was also possible from that moment to inscribe BRC20 tokens. This is a type of ordinal, and these are generally seen as the first meme coins on Bitcoin layer 1 itself. But there were a few problems, and we discussed that in the latest video that you made. The biggest problem is, as soon as there is a lot of adoption of these BRC20 tokens, it will cause a lot of congestion in the Bitcoin mempool. And of course, Bitcoin maxis don't like that. For this reason, the same person who invented the ordinals theory, Casey Rodarmer again, he made a new protocol. And this was called the Runes protocol, and Runes work in a different way. Everything still happens on layer 1, but basically Runes are going to use the UTXOs, so the unspent transaction outputs in the Bitcoin blockchain, to attach a file to a Satoshi, so the smallest units of one Bitcoin. These Rune tokens, because they are more easy to swap, to exchange, to send to somebody, and they don't congest the mempool as much as BRC20 tokens do. This has become the most used standard for Bitcoin tokens in general at the moment. But of course, this side of crypto, or this side of Bitcoin, is continually evolving, so we are not sure where it will be in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or more down the line. But at this moment, runes are definitely the most commonly used Bitcoin token protocol that there is available. And like you said, one of the most interesting ones in these Bitcoin meme coins is Bitcoin Wizards, or the Magic Internet Money. And normally you can see on the screen the the graph that is open, the all-time graph for Bitcoin Wizards. Basically, at this point, Bitcoin Wizards are still BRC20 token, and the migration, like you just said, will happen later today. For us, it's now 2 p.m. It's around 7:30 p.m., so 5.5 more hours. And then finally, the migration from BRC20 token Wizard will happen to Rune Magic Internet Money. At this moment, that's maybe nice to begin with a little bit of statistics around the Bitcoin Wizard meme coin before we really dive into what it is. At this moment, the market cap, it's around 62 million. The 24-hour trading volume is very low. It's around 400K. And the circulating supply, it's 21 million. What will change with the migration is that the supply will go times 1,000. So basically,
that's what I think is nice, because a lot of regions, they really like the low unit bias number, and the lower the number, the more people will invest, I think. So that's one of the good things.
Yeah, exactly. There will be some numbers, some zeros behind the comma, as we say, and that's always a good thing. And then it can be like a goal in the future, maybe one day, to try and reach that $1 mark. Actually, in the same way, people are trying to do this for Doge already since its inception, since 2013. The nice thing about Bitcoin DeFi, I will share another screen where you can see the biggest tokens on the Bitcoin blockchain. Of course, there is Bitcoin itself, which is the number one of all cryptos, with a market cap of 1.9 trillion, more or less. The second biggest token on the Bitcoin blockchain is, according to CoinGecko, number 241 of all crypto tokens available. This is called Dog, or Dog to the Moon, which is a Rune token also, with a market cap of around 287 million US dollars. Then number 3 and number 4 are actually two BRC20 tokens. They were among the first BRC20 tokens ever created, which are SATS and Ordi. Both of them are around between 245 and 260 million market cap. And then the 5th place in the Bitcoin ecosystem is at this moment for Wizards, with the market cap of around 62 million. Now, I really think there will be a repricing after the migration starts tonight. In my mind, I have like a time frame of more or less 2 months. Let's say half of April, I really expect Wizards to make an upward movement in this ranking and actually just go to the 2nd place in the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. So right behind Bitcoin, so actually become the biggest token in the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. And we will talk about the reasons why we think this can happen.
Maybe what's the reason why Dog is the 1st place? Because to me it's like a stupid meme coin. But then I was searching a little bit, and it's like one of the first runes that was ever created, right? That's one of the reasons why it's number 1.
Yeah, a lot of people who interacted early with the runes protocol, but also people who interacted early with even the BRC20 protocol, who were building stuff on Bitcoin, got airdropped this Dog token on the day of the halving of this cycle, because it was also the day that the Runes protocol was launched, on the day of the halving, and it was among the first runes to be ever etched or created, because of the fact that a lot of OGs, people like Leonidas on Twitter, which is somebody, I think he had only around 10K followers 2 or 3 years ago, and now he has around 100K followers. So those are people in the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem who have really quite some how to say that in English, some aanzien. There are a lot of people who look up to them. I will put it this way, and yeah, that's one of the reasons, because a lot of OGs got airdropped this token. A lot of these people also don't need the money that it. They don't need to sell it, because they don't need the money. They don't need to sell the value of this token. Yeah, because they get it for free, but also a lot of time. They're already in crypto a lot longer than me personally, and a lot of these people have amazing portfolios. And for them, this is like 0.001% of their total portfolio. So yeah, it's really like the play money, the gambling money, and because they got it for free, of course, they don't need to sell it.
But to me,
They
and
can just
I think for
hold it.
you as well, Wizards is like the OG Bitcoin meme, and I'm sure you will talk about this right after. And to me, this has to be valued a lot more than the stupid dog, because they're already a dog on every chain. Why should this dog be as well on the Bitcoin chain and be worth more than the OG Wizard meme? So to me, this is, like you said, mispriced. It should do at least a 5x to go above it. I think the only reason why dog is at the moment number one, so well, next to the being the one of the first runes, is as well that it's listed on exchanges. And I think it's the only rune that's listed on exchanges. For example, I think on Kraken you can trade it as a perp. And I think just to me, that's one of the reasons. But I hope, and I think so, that after tonight, after the migration from Wizard to Magic Internet Money, I think a lot of exchanges will list it. Why? Because a rune is a lot more like a ERC20 token. So it will be a lot easier for exchanges to list them instead of a BRC20 token. So I think there's a chance. And I think as well, exchanges only list when there's a lot of liquidity, and I think liquidity will increase as well, but let's wait and find out.
Yeah, for sure. I agree 100% with you. Maybe it's also interesting to continue on this, what you just said and what we said before. This is the ranking actually of the biggest meme coins, or just of all the meme coins that are listed on CoinGecko in descending order, from the biggest to the smallest one. If we have a look, we can actually see that Dogecoin, Shiba, Pepe, the official Trump coin, and Bonk, only these 5 coins are at this moment 1 billion market cap or more. So when we're talking about memes, we see a lot of people yelling on Twitter and on Telegram and wherever they can, oh, this coin will go to 1 billion at least. Most of the time it's based on thin air, the assumptions they make. And also the data just shows immediately there is only 5 coins that are above 1 billion at this moment. So the chance for that to happen is very, very slim. Actually, what is interesting in this list from all the meme coins, when we scroll down a little bit, around position 65, we find our beloved Wizard coin. It should be around here somewhere. And when we look at the coins around it in the list, we have like a Mudang that got hyped up really, really hard. I think it hit like 300 million at a certain point. Now it's at 55 million. GME on Ethereum. Andy, Miggles, those are all coins most of the degens have seen on Twitter for a certain point, at a certain point the last year. But what my point is, of the top 100 meme coins, I think 1995 will not be here in the next cycle, or in 2 cycles from now, or in 3 cycles from now. But I do believe Bitcoin Wizards is one of the few coins that has the potential to become a multi-cycle meme coin. And when we talk about multi-cycle meme coins, we go back to the top of the list. And then we actually have, at this moment, only Dogecoin, Shiba, and Floki, who have been here in the top 10 of meme coins since already the previous cycle, or even one of the cycles before that. All of the other coins are new. I also believe Pepe is definitely a coin that will go multi-cycle, or has potential to go multi-cycle. Maybe SPX 6900 also. But apart from that, I don't see any tokens that have the potential to keep on growing in the next cycles. But Wizards, to me, it has that potential. We will have a look at this page. It's knowyourmeme.com. I think every degen or everybody who is just interested in memes in general knows this website, where you can look up certain memes and you see a little bit about the history or whatever it actually means or where it comes from. So for Magic Internet Money, this page was created by a user called Mavensbot. What's actually interesting, this is the same person who created the meme itself. We will have a look what they say here. Magic Internet Money or the Bitcoin Wizard refers to an advertisement for the subreddit or Bitcoin that features an MS Paint illustration of a wizard. And the origin dates back to February 19th, February 18th, more or less 2013, when an admin of the subreddit or Bitcoin requested submissions for an advertisement to put Bitcoin in the spotlight. We're talking 2013, before Bitcoin went to $1,000, so before the end of that first real cycle, actually, we can say. And in the beginning of that year, they were looking for an advertisement to put Bitcoin in the picture. One of the people, or one of the Redditors called Mavensbot, he submitted this MS Paint illustration with a wizard with the caption "Bitcoin Magic Internet Money," as you can see here, and then the caption below, "Join us." This advertisement became the most famous advertisement, or the most successful advertisement, I should say, in terms of click ratio in the history of Reddit itself. And when we look below, a lot of other things happened in that year. In the beginning of the year, the value was around $26, $30 the moment they made the meme coin. But at the end of the year, Bitcoin reached $1,132, February 29th, and the subscribership on our Bitcoin subreddit increased by 36% to 74,000 subscribers. In between that, also an episode of our beloved friends of South Park went live, where there was a kind of wizard advertisement that they made, and it looked really a hell of a lot like the original meme coin, the original meme that was created by Mavensbot. I will show it here. Normally you can see it a little bit bigger now. So they both have the wizards. They have the call to action on the bottom. They have like the same layout. A lot of things look similar, and a lot of people also assume that the people from South Park, they actually took their inspiration from this meme. But what is more interesting, it's not only the fact that the meme is so old, but actually that a lot of hardcore believers, hardcore Bitcoin believers still today, they joined actually they joined Bitcoin, or they joined the subreddit Bitcoin, and started learning about cryptocurrency and decentralization and blockchain because of this meme coin. A lot of people never heard of it before, but since this was some kind of a very fun way to lure people or to attract people into blockchain, it really started to have a life on its own. And I will show this also with a tweet. So basically what I just said, the official Bitcoin Wizard account also put a nice recap of this 2 days ago on their Twitter. So the Reddit MS Paint meme, which was submitted on February 18th, February 19th. So day to day, only 12 years ago, when one Bitcoin equaled only $26. The advertisement goes live good half a year later, when one Bitcoin was $287. The Bitcoin subreddit exploded. One Bitcoin went to $325 by the day South Park created their own wizard image, and by the day the episode aired, one Bitcoin was already $416, to finally hit an all-time high in that cycle of $1,132, November 29. And you can see this very beautifully on this chart, where you can see actually how ridiculously early the persons were who created this advertisement or this meme about Bitcoin. And so because of the fact that it was so early, and because of the fact of the virality that it attained, or that it attracted, it became really the go-to Bitcoin and by extension, crypto meme that a lot of OGs can relate to. And that's very important to me because a lot of OG crypto investors, crypto enthusiasts, blockchain enthusiasts can relate to this meme coin. I believe it has multi-cycle potential because it will never go away.
But it's so great that never anyone has tried to make a meme with this name as well, or did they?
Yeah, they did. It was created already on Ethereum. I think 1 or 2 cycles ago already. It was also created on Solana a few ones this cycle also. But yeah, the fact that it's now being created on Bitcoin layer 1 by the same person who created the meme 12 years ago. That's actually pretty crazy.
And as well, they reserved, what was it again? The Rune slot 7 or what?
Rune number 17. Wait, I have it open. I will show you. So on Ordiscan, which is a website where you can see everything regarding ordinals, BRC20 tokens, runes, you can see Magic Internet Money, which is room number 17. This has been reserved, like you say, actually on the day of Bitcoin halving, 20th of April 2024. That's when it was etched 10 months ago. When we look on this etching transaction, you will see the cost to do this was around 0.31 Bitcoin. Over here, 0.3171102 Bitcoin. That's what it cost them to reserve this sticker and to inscribe this sticker on that day of the halving. So yeah, basically the people behind this, they actually spent quite some money to reserve this sticker and to make sure this this could not be copied, because that's one thing we didn't say it yet, but it's really important to know and very interesting also about runes. Every ticker can only be used once. So it's not like Solana or Ethereum where 100s of contracts can be created with the same name. No, in the instance of runes, only every name can only be etched or inscribed once. And that's actually very interesting. So yeah, if you buy magicinternetmoney.cto or .mem or whatever, you're buying a scam. You just need to make sure you have the right name, and then you will buy the right one. The moment this Magic Internet Money will be migrated, it will be able, you will be able to trade it on Magic Eden, which is a decentralized exchange that, yeah, it's like a place where you can also buy or sell NFTs or ordinals from all kind of different chains, but also the runes on Bitcoin. You can, yeah, you can swap them, exchange them, trade them over here. At this moment, of course, nobody's still doing it because the migration still need to be opened. This will be tonight, and then after, you will be able to buy it here. For the early birds, you can already buy the Wizard BRC20 token today, but to buy the BRC20 token, you will need a Bitcoin wallet, a hot wallet. You can use Unisat or Xverse wallet. And this type of wallet, you will need to connect with unisat.io, and in unisat.io you can find all kinds of bricks, because we call them bricks of wizards, that are being listed, and you will find, if you put from low to high, the lowest brick, which means for the lowest price, in this case $2.92, and there is 500 wizard available, which will cost you 0.015 Bitcoin or $1,460. This is the lowest one that you can buy. If you don't have that much money, you need to go up in the list to the right, and you will find more expensive bricks, but sometimes less wizards in total or less tokens in total. And for this reason, also the buy price is of course lower. But yeah, in 5 hours, 5.5 hours, everything will migrate anyway. And then I'm very curious to see what will happen the weeks and the months that are coming after this migration. I read somewhere the migration will be open for 1,337 hours. That's no coincidence, because there is also an official PFP collection with wizards, and there is in total 1,337 wizards that has been created even before the BRC20 token, also by the same person. And 5% of the supply of wizards will go to these PFP holders. I should say differently, 5% of the Magic Internet money supply will go to the PFP holders of the Wizards PFP collection, and 95% will go to the holders of the Wizard BRC20 collection. So this means, if you start calculating, this means actually at the moment the token, the BRC20 token, is undervalued compared to the PFP collection. But this will flatten out, I think, or this will balance itself after the migration has happened. In the future, there also will be a new 10K PFP collection, also from the same people, from the same team. I'm just having a quick look here. This is also interesting to show you. So actually it says today is the 12th birthday today of the Bitcoin Wizards day on day. So I feel like nothing that happens with this token, with this community, is a coincidence. The FUD around this token has also been insane. I've never seen something like this before since I'm in crypto. And yeah, what actually happened is the Rune ticker, it got etched, like I just showed you, in the 20th of April 2024. But the team basically went rogue. This Mavensbot, the person who created the meme and who created the Rune token, who also created the BRC20 token, he just disappeared for a few months actually, and the Discord went completely crazy. There was only one admin at the time in the Discord. His name was Nomad the Savior. He also was the person who posted everything on the Twitter account and everything, who was responsible for that. The problem is he did such a bad job that every week or every 2 weeks there was again some FUD that appeared, and most of the time it was just because he did something stupid again, or he created a new coin out of nowhere, he created a new PFP collection out of nowhere, he just FUDed his own bags, stuff like that, and it's very difficult to explain, because if you were not there, it's not always easy to understand completely. But if you go in the Discord and you start scrolling back, you will see how insane it was. People started calling the Discord or Magic or Wizard itself, they started calling it the SLM, because it was just so insane. But because of the insane lore of the meme itself, a lot of people kept believing, started just bull posting themselves, and this token actually held up quite well despite all the FUD that has happened over the past 10 months.
And you think it was on purpose? You think that the Nomad guy did the FUDing on purpose to give the Wizard holders a little bit of the same experience that Bitcoin holders had in the future? And as well, you told me yesterday that you think that Nomad is maybe Mavensbot, so the original creator. But that's a conspiracy theory, or I don't know. Why do you think that?
It's like you say. I believe Mavensbot, because he was so early in Bitcoin, he doesn't give a fuck about the short-term price action of this token that he created. Even if it went to zero for one or another reason, I think he wouldn't care. He wouldn't sleep less about it. But that's also one of his strengths. He has experience from the first row in 2013, maybe even before. We don't know when he bought his first Bitcoins, but I just want to say he was so early in Bitcoin. He experienced such volatility. Okay, there is still crazy volatility for Bitcoin, but it's actually it's small beer when you compare this to the early days. The volatility then was even much bigger. The FUD they had to experience, these early Bitcoin believers, it was so insane. Nobody believed it. Now, okay, you can find some people here and there that understand blockchain better or believe in it. Even America is now talking about strategic Bitcoin reserve. So why you would be bearish now? I don't understand that. But in that time, it felt like you were alone. You were all alone, and you invested in something that was so new, that was so degen, that was actually just the only meme coin or the only crypto available, and it was Bitcoin. Okay, there were a few others, but because of the fact that it was so early and that they experienced all this FUD and volatility, I truly believe that Mavensbot wanted his community to also experience something like that in the first year, maybe even the first 2-3 years of the existence of his token. And what happened now is 2-3 days ago, no, it was already 4 or 5 days ago, the 14th or the 13th or the 14th of February. This Nomad, he created again a new token, and then this was 2 days after he said in the Discord himself, we will do one last big round of FUD before we do the migration. And then two days later, he makes again a new coin or a new Rune coin. He tries to say to the people invested in Wizard, oh, you will not get any magic internet money. We are just going to use the new coin. It will be free and fair distribution. But of course, all of that is bullshit. And after that happens, Mavensbot, he said, oh, I don't know, I no longer have access to the Twitter. This Nomad, he took over everything. But now I am actually still the owner of the Discord, so I put him out of the Discord, and we will have a new Twitter, and blah, blah, blah. So right before the migration will finally happen, 1 year already the community is asking for this Nomad person to be removed, but only 4 or 5 days before the migration happened, after the last big round of FUD that he himself, this Nomad himself, said he would do, he got expelled from the asylum, from the Bitcoin Wizard Discord. For this reason, and also a lot of other reasons, when you start looking the way how both of them are writing in the Discord, but also the way both of them communicate, I think them is kind of the same asshole, the way they write. And I truly believe that actually Mavensbot, because he went rogue, he disappeared for a few months, but this Nomad was every day present. I truly believe that it's just Mavensbot himself who furthered his own community to the best of his capabilities, and he did an amazing job with that. But now this Nomad is gone. And he can start bull posting himself. Other people can start bull posting without having to fear that there is again going to be some dilution or some try of Nomad to dilute again the community. That's not possible anymore.
But it's still weird though that they don't have access to the official Twitter account.
Yeah.
Or will they maybe change the name of their old Bitcoin Wizard account to a new Magic Internet Money account?
Yeah, so basically this is the official account since last Friday, Bitcoin Wizardry. This Bitcoin Wizardry account had been created also from the beginning, and it was created by another user on Twitter, and this person is Max by Bitcoin. Also, this Max by Bitcoin person, nobody knows who he is, but he has been the opposite of Nomad the Savior. He has actually been bull posting every day for the last year already, the Wizard meme or the Magic Internet Money meme. So he was the complete opposite, and now Nomad has been expelled, removed, and this Max by Bitcoin took over the role of Nomad, actually. So this person who the whole community wanted it to be already 1 year ago, who wanted to be, the community wanted him to be the leader of the Twitter, of the Discord, whatever. And finally, he has become it like 4 or 5 days before the migration. So who knows? Maybe this is even another Mavensbot account. Nobody knows. No, but it's possible that this is just an investor like you and me. This is just somebody. I think he acquired like 0.25 percent of the total supply,
Exactly.
according to himself. So of course he is bull posting every day, also because he understands the lore very, very well. But the old accounts, they are trying to expel it actually, so it will not come back. This is the old account, Magic Net Money. As you can see, it has actually 6,000 followers less than the new account, which is good. But they are asking in the official Discord, they are asking to report this account because everything that is being retweeted on this account is still this Nomad's work, and it's all bullshit eigenlijk, basically, what is happening on this account. So this account you can forget about, and it's the Bitcoin Wizardry account, this one, the Bitcoin Wizard, which is the official account from the Magic Internet Money meme.
Yeah.
And as we can see here, these are actually the details that we already talked about earlier regarding the migration.
Speaking of FUD, that this is the last kind of thing of FUD that they're still going around, is that the OrtKit team, so the team that will handle the migration, is taking a lot of fees. And I think if you combine all these fees together, it was something like 300K, which is a lot. And this will make them the second biggest Magic Internet Money holder there is, which is honestly not good.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know the numbers you're talking about. Also, I don't know, because what they wrote here, they changed it already. So they put below, it's actually reduced. The threshold is now 0.25 rune fee if you have 3,000 wizards or more instead of 9,000 wizards or more. So I don't actually know how much it would change the total amount of wizards or Magic Internet Money they will receive, the OrtKit team, but it's possible that they will receive like 150 to 250K of wizards that will then be changed into Magic Internet Money. The reason why they do it like this, honestly, I don't know. I cannot tell you about that. Yeah,
it's funny. So now I think it's better for smaller fishes, but it's more expensive for whales. And the OrtKit team, they responded on someone on Twitter. Yeah, we do it like this because we're communists. We steal from the rich or something. They said it was crazy.
Yeah, the way they talk and communicate, they also give me some Mavensbot vibes. The OrtKit team. I also read some tweets that I thought like it actually just looks like Mavensbot. He built OrtKit himself. I don't know why they do it like this. But yeah, time will tell. Some other interesting stuff that I definitely want to show has to do with. I'm just taking the right tab. So it has to do with this post. You can see it on the big screen, right, when I click on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this is actually a compilation of exchanges who have tweeted the phrase Magic Internet Money in the past, or important crypto, prominent figures in the crypto industry. Let me put it that way. We can see CZ, Kraken, Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, the CFO from Kraken is there. Kraken itself is there. These are all exchanges who tweeted on their main account, or people who tweeted on their main account multiple times, often about Magic Internet Money over the last few years. A lot of these people also were already part of the crypto industry the moment the meme was launched, and for them they are really the OGs, and I see no reason why people like CZ or Brian Armstrong wouldn't list at a certain point the Magic Internet Money Memecoin, since it is such a crazy lore created by the same person that created the Memecoin 12 years ago, and it's on Bitcoin layer 1. And as we saw before, if we go back to the tab that I shared with you in the beginning, when we have Bitcoin, and then when we take a look at the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem, these tokens, the second one, is so small. I mean, it's not even 1%, it's not even 0.01% of the total market cap of Bitcoin. But when you take a look at blockchains like Solana, like Ethereum, the biggest meme coins are actually 1% or more of the total market cap of the main token from the blockchain. For example, if we would take a look at Solana blockchain and then the biggest meme coin on Solana, then we are talking about Bonk. So Bonk at this moment, it's 1.2 billion market cap. When we take a look at the market cap of Solana, it's been going down a little bit the last days again. But the total market cap of Solana is around 82 billion. So basically, 1.2 billion squared 82 billion, or divided by 82 billion, it's more than 1%. It's 1.5% almost. That's the market cap of the biggest meme coin is for the Solana ecosystem. And yeah, for Bitcoin, we are talking about a 100x before the biggest coin. If the biggest coin reaches this, if it will be Wizard, it will even be more than a 100x. So
I think to me, it should Bitcoin should have more meme coins, because to me the most obvious reason to hold Bitcoin is as a store of value. That's to me the best use case of Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. And meme coins are no different. Meme coins have no utility, like we all know. So to me, it would be perfect fit if the biggest meme coins would be on Bitcoin, and you also see them just as a store of value, as like a community token or something. To me, Solana and Ethereum are more utility chains. So to me, it would be better that they have utility coins on them, and all the value coins. To me, that would be the perfect fit if they would live on Bitcoin. But I think at the moment why this is not happening is because it's just so difficult to buy Bitcoin meme coins. If you even want to buy at the moment, let's say the Wizard coin, it's extremely difficult. One, you have to create a wallet, then you have to go on unisat.com, which you may not be trusting. Then you have to buy it in lots or bricks, as you said. It's super difficult. On Solana, you just open your phone, Phantom Wallet up, you buy immediately with 0 fees. It's so easy. And I think this is at the moment a hurdle. But I think that, and you said it as well, it will be much, much easier to buy it. And I think a lot of people will flow in. And obviously then it will get more liquidity, then it will get listed, and then the price will go up. The only thing I'm thinking about is maybe, this is maybe a funny meme to us because we're a little bit older. I'm 30. I don't know how old you are. I think you're 30 as well, or maybe a bit younger.
30, yeah.
To us, this is maybe funny. This is the OG meme coin, but maybe to 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, the Solana meme coin investors, maybe they want to buy something else. That's one thought I had in mind. I don't know what you think about that.
I agree for sure on one hand. On the other hand, I truly believe that this also offers an opportunity for OG Bitcoin investors who can relate to this meme to, if they want to buy a meme, they're not going to buy a shitty Solana meme. I think they should buy this one, since it's the OG meme for crypto and it's on Bitcoin layer 1. What else do they want? It's also, like you say, so much capital that is just sitting there as a store of value on Bitcoin. But actually, once the ball gets rolling for the Magic Internet Money meme coin, I truly believe we could see one day some kind of a Doge-like run. And I'm not saying it's going to happen in 1 year, but when you have when you're talking about multi-cycle potential for a meme coin, for me this is definitely one. But of course, since it's just a meme coin and it's based on thin air, it can take a while. But I'm quite convinced that one day some Bitcoin whales will start bidding. People also like CZ. I truly believe he's a big fan of this meme, and he will list it one day or another, sooner or later. But to me, the on-chain experience at this point is like you also said, it's pretty, it sucks because it's just so early. A lot of improvements need to be made. On the other hand, that's also something you said before now. It's easier for exchanges apparently to list runes than BRC20 tokens. Since Binance has already BRC20 tokens like Ordi, like Sats listed, I don't see no reason if the rune tokens are easier to list, they wouldn't list Magic Internet Money one day. And to be honest, I also like Binance more to list to list it while nobody is talking about it. Then when they would list it after the biggest calls all shielded, it already went up 10x in 1 month, and then Binance lists it, then we all know it's going to be a sell the news event. But actually, I don't mind people or exchanges like Binance being some kind of a market maker for a token like this, since it has multi-chain, multi-cycle, potential. You need whales that are in it for the long run also. So
The
yeah.
thing is, just before exchanges list a coin, either they want to see that there's a lot of liquidity on the coin, a lot of volume happening. If there is not a lot of volume, it's super easy. The exchanges just ask a percentage of the supply.
Yeah.
And maybe they were already in talks with Mavensbot or maybe even Nomad.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to give a percentage of the supply, so exchanges said, okay, then we won't list you guys. That's also a possibility which we don't know about.
Yeah, for sure. I also believe that maybe happened over the last months or over the last year. But just because Mavensbot, he's a very smart guy, and he knows what it actually means for a lot of people in crypto, the meme that he created 12 years ago. And I truly believe that he doesn't care if they list it now, if they list it in 1 year, or if they will list it in 5 years. He doesn't care from that. But I am sure it will still be alive at that point. And it's a little bit... I don't have it open, but for the people at home, if you take a look at the Doge chart, like the early years, like the first 2-3 years of Doge, and then all of a sudden, or it's even the first 5 years actually, and then all of a sudden in 2020 or 2021, you had Elon Musk starting tweeting about Doge, and then you have this insane God candle, and actually that's also the amount of time or the time frame that I have in front of me when you are really talking about a life-changing investment. And I mean, with that, just buy and hodl until that happens. Not trying to trade it, not trying to be smarter than the market. No, just every now and then stack a little bit, and then one day the whole world will talk about magic internet money again, and it will not only be Bitcoin, but it will be the meme coin, I think. I'm going to share another tab for the people who are interested. You can just take a look on the Twitter of this person, Immutable Soul, and search for this insane thread that this person wrote about wizards or about magic internet money. In the beginning, he also talks about the first days that the ad was created and the price of Bitcoin, the comparison between the two. That's something that we already talked about before. But the lower you go, the more interesting things you will find. For example, Shibetoshi Nakamoto, Billy M2K, the developer of Doge himself, he actually just stated, not only on tweet but also on a recording that's also in this super thread somewhere, he just stated, the OG Wizard meme is literally what got me interested in Bitcoin in the first place back in 2012 as an advertisement on Reddit. Yeah, of course he means 2013, but that doesn't matter. Basically, what the founder of Doge, the biggest meme coin ever, says is, without this meme about the Bitcoin wizard or the magic internet money meme, I would have never gone into crypto probably at that point in time. This is something pretty crazy, because it's not only the oldest meme for crypto, but actually the developer of the oldest meme coin also says this is actually what got me into crypto. The more we scroll lower, the more interesting things we find. The Wall Street Journal also at some point posted this picture, where they also put the Bitcoin wizard in their newspaper or on their website. I don't know which of the two it was. The official Bitcoin account, May 2, 2020, replying to Elon Musk, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin, the same cost as Bitcoin wizards, including the meme of the Bitcoin wizards. CoinDesk talking about magic internet money, and so many more and more and more and more and more. It's crazy. The more you start looking into it, the more crazy it actually gets. Of course, the only reason something can become this crazy, it's is when it has some kind of provenance and when it's old. And this meme is 12 years old, so that's why there's also a lot of history over the last years that happened regarding this meme. I'm just looking. Normally there is also a small recording that is very interesting to show in the thread, but as you can see, the thread is insane. OKX tweeting about it, HTX, the HTX Global also tweeting about it. Yeah, like I say, the list goes on and on and on and on. But it maybe will take me too long to find it, but for sure you can have a look yourself. Also over here, this is something that I made very quickly. If you tweet my name, thoughts on Bitcoin DeFi, you will find this pinned on my profile. I just made it few days ago. So the first thread that I just showed you, but there is also a second super thread made by another Twitter user, and there are some interesting things that we discussed already. How much actually also the Bitcoin wizard meme is aligned with the Bitcoin ethos itself, we can actually say. It was also a free mint, so everybody could mint it in the early days. You could mint it by bricks of 1,000. 1,000 wizards could be minted then for free. Okay, you paid the minting price, but apart from that, you didn't need to pay anything for it. It's real culture, timeless art on Bitcoin. And this is one of the most interesting graphics that you also talked about in your video that you made on Bitcoin DeFi. Memecoins over 30 million market cap. As you saw in the list before on Bitcoin, there is almost none. But when you look at Ethereum, when you look at Solana, we are finding, okay, this is from 13th of January, but today the data is more or less the same. At that point in time, there were 44 meme coins on Ethereum with more than 30 million market cap. Solana even had 66 meme coins with more than 30 million market cap. So yeah, everything that we found together, think points only in one direction, and that is number one, Bitcoin DeFi is undervalued compared to its blockchain competitors like Ethereum, like Solana, and two, it has a lot of potential, but it will need some time to get the recognition it deserves, and also some developments regarding on-chain trading experience and so forth and so on. I don't know if you have.
What I do think about looking at this chart is, so we said Bitcoin meme coins are undervalued in comparison to Solana and Ethereum. But I'm thinking maybe Solana is still better for more degenerate meme coin gambling.
Sure.
But I do think that Bitcoin meme coins will be better when there's like a cult-like proposition, like for example Wizards. Yeah. So I think for like real hard memes with a very cult-like following, and that you can really see the meme as like a community token, a cult, not to really go in the trenches and degen trade it, but really to hold it and be part of something, then I think Bitcoin memes will be better. But I think day-to-day general degenerate memes that have a life cycle of 1 or 2 months, then I think it's better to go on Solana.
Yeah, exactly. When you're talking about the real gambling casino or the crypto casino, definitely Solana. Maybe also Base. They are the numbers 1 and 2. Binance Smart Chain is now having a small season. Also, other blockchains like Tron had a small season in the past. But for sure, these kind of blockchains are perfect for that. But like you say, when you're talking about cults, things that are going to outlive us normally, then definitely Bitcoin is the way to go. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to what the future will bring. Also the 10K PFP collection, the official one that will launch soon. I'm definitely gonna grab a few of those if I have the chance. Normally the early wizard holders will have whitelists for that also, but they will talk about all the details later. I think next week somewhere or the week after, when the migration is going smooth. I'm sure they will talk about the 10K PFP collection also, because that's also something, OG crypto investors or OG crypto believers, blockchain believers who invested very early in Bitcoin, they will not only resonate with the meme coin Magic Internet Money, but definitely it will become, in my humble opinion, it will become a flex for a lot of early investors to have a wizard PFP, so they can relate to this wizard meme, to being early in crypto, to being early in Bitcoin. So not only from the meme coin, but also from the official 10K PFP collection, I expect quite some good performance actually in the long term. Again, and I'm not sure what will happen this cycle or this year, assuming that the cycle tops at the end of the year. I have no idea. I expect a small pump at least for Bitcoin DeFi, but of course I'm not 100% sure. But when you're talking about next cycle, or just if it's not going to be the classic cycles as we know anymore, since there are now ETFs and there is a lot of countries getting involved also in Bitcoin. But when we're just talking about time frames, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I think we will see some beautiful price action for this meme coin in particular. It's also the only meme coin that I can hold, don't care about the price, and even just keep adding as long as I like it. Because for me it's 100x undervalued, so I don't care if it does a 2x, I can still add a little bit, or a 3x or 4x, I can still add a little bit. And when we look, maybe to end, we can just go back to the all-time chart of the Bitcoin Wizards token. When we look at the all-time chart, basically what happened is almost nobody was talking about these BRC20 tokens in the beginning of 2024 until a certain person called Ansem, I think, which we all know, started pushing Pups World Peace, which was a BRC20, which is a Rune now, first, and then after he also started tweeting about Magic Internet Money or about Wizards, and then you can see the price in a few days, I think in 2 weeks, from March 30 until like April 18 or something. So let's say in 2.5 weeks, it went up from 6 cents, 7 cents. It went up with more than 100x to $8. For this reason also, because you're doing a 100x in a time frame of 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, it's more than logical that there is a huge sell-off, even if it's one of the biggest narratives ever in crypto. Not only this is a reason for the sell-off, the fact that it did a 100x in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, but also the fact that there just was not a lot of liquidity, or there still is not a lot of liquidity for the trading of these tokens.
And the FUD, of course.
And the FUD. And then after this, we had again some nice upward movement, because there was some kind of an announcement by Mavensbot and by Nomad this time of year, somewhere around October, September 2024, that there was going to be a Spaces, and everybody started dreaming and tweeting about the migration, blah, blah, blah. And then what happened is, on the day of the alleged Spaces that just got cancelled, it was around here somewhere, it was around the second time we got a top, they just canceled the Spaces, and of course, because of this insane FUD that came after, the price again went on a retrace. But when we look at the all-time chart, we actually see a very nice double top, and I fully believe if we have local bottom here where we are now, together with the local bottom we had in September 2024, if we have 2 local bottoms here, then we can go up again. And if we come to the level of all-time high again after the migration happens, I truly believe it will just blast through and continue to go higher. Maybe I can put it on market cap also. It's very easy to follow this way. So you can see the maximum market cap has been around 200 million.
That's something I wanted to ask you. So at the moment, it's $60 million market cap. Mm-hmm. What do you think over the next few months it can attain?
In my opinion, it should be able to do 2x from its all-time high at least. It should be able to go to 400 million market cap, maybe even 500 million market cap in a rather short term. But that is based on on also bullish momentum for Bitcoin DeFi. I believe Wizards or Magic Internet Money can bring a lot of hype and a lot of volume back to Bitcoin DeFi, but I also believe that it will need more. That Bitcoin DeFi will need more than Bitcoin Wizards. It can be like the starting push for the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem again. The fact that the migration of Wizard is going to happen, but it's not only Wizards that is going to do it. We really need a lot more. And that's also why I think Dog is actually doing some interesting stuff now. So Dog to the Moon, the biggest meme coin at this point in the Bitcoin ecosystem. They're actually going multi-chain with bridges to chains like BNB, if I'm correct, Hyperliquid. I think even an ETH bridge or a Tron bridge coming. Okay. You're not talking about trading on Bitcoin layer 1 itself anymore, but the most important thing now is that investors from other blockchain get an easier way of access to buying this type of coins also. And then later, also the exchanges, the volume can come and also the exchanges can come. So yeah, it will be a mix of developments in Bitcoin DeFi and the hype that can be created around the Bitcoin Wizards or the Magic Internet Money meme, the OG meme of crypto. Of course,
I think it's even possible because of the migration this evening that just this Magic Internet Money alone will pump all the other runes. And then because all the other runes are in attention again, that will then again pump Magic Internet Money, and that will continue to snowball, and think exchanges will list it, and maybe we'll see a little bit the sector rotation going towards the runes, and we see a little Bitcoin meme, how do you say it? Bitcoin meme cycle
season,
pump.
Yeah, no, that's very well explained. That's what I hope that will happen. But of course, if I knew 100% sure, I would just full port into Wizards like a true degen. But I'm not 100% sure, and that's why it's still a meme coin that we're talking about. But yeah, like we said already a few times now, I think we found one that has multi-cycle potential. And that I don't care. And for me personally, I don't care what the price does short term. It's really a long-term game for me. And actually, it's the first time I can say that about any meme coin I ever invested in. That this one I'm holding for the long term.
And so maybe before we end the stream, for the people that are still watching, are obviously super interested in Bitcoin Wizards. So maybe can you explain to them a little bit how that they can migrate to Magic Internet Money, what they need to know?
Yes, I will share up. Normally, if internet helps us a little bit, we will see the website mem.orchid.xyz open. This website is where the migration will happen. So you will need to connect your hot wallet, your Xverse wallet, your Unisat, your Phantom, wherever you have, or your Magic Eden wallet, wherever you have your Wizards stored on, with this website. And after you connected it, you will need to inscribe your Wizards again, because it's still a BRC20 tokens, and after you've inscribed them, you can transfer them and you will receive the Magic Internet Money rune instead of the BRC20 that you sent.
But there's no hurry, right? Because it's what you said before, 1,300. 2 months.
Until 15th of April. It's also open here still somewhere over here. I will just share it once again. So it's starting. So local time for us will be 7:37, and it will end 15th of April. And here you can also find the fees, because you will need to pay a little bit of fees. We also discussed that briefly, but apparently the fees already were lowered. So I'm very curious to see tonight what the actual amount of fees will be that Orchid will oblige you to pay to them. for this migration. And also this is very interesting. The unclaimed magic internet money will be sent to Satoshi. I hadn't thought about it actually before, but if you think about the wallet of Vitalik, for example, Vitalik.eth, so many degens are watching this wallet, and sometimes Vitalik, he gets airdropped like 10% of supply of a meme coin. Because of this, when the meme coin goes to 10 million market cap, basically he has 100k of value in his wallet from that meme coin. A lot of time Vitalik starts selling these coins also to give back to the ecosystem. Sometimes when he sells, the community even thinks it's bullish. But the interesting thing is, because on Bitcoin, the previous cycles, it was not possible to have to create tokens on the Bitcoin blockchain, but now it is. So people will also start doing this with the wallet of Satoshi, and I think this is still the most the most known wallet in the world, the most known crypto wallet in the world, and that's the Bitcoin wallet of Satoshi. And what will happen if people see, oh, okay, this Satoshi has still, how much is it? 1 million Bitcoins he still has. And then they will see as a second value in his wallet, oh, he has something called magic internet money. Maybe if he gets like, I don't know, 5% of the supply in total, if 5% is not migrated, he gets this supply. If the market cap goes to 1 billion, he will have 50 million in his wallet. And then people will definitely notice also, hey, what is this? So yeah.
That's the most efficient way to burn your tokens that you're not using.
Yeah, it's a burn and an advertisement 2-in-1 actually. Yeah. Very.
I think it all started like you told the Ethereum meme coins did it as well, and I think it all started with, I'm not 100% sure if it was Shiba, but let's say this.
Something like that, yeah.
They sent 50% of the coins to the main wallet of Vitalik, and basically what happens is it was in the wallet for a couple of weeks. Why? Because Vitalik had his private key in 2 different countries. So basically, he had to take the plane to get his other private key to be able to sell the meme coins. It's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know it was like that, but that's actually pretty funny. Yeah, so from my side, I think I said most of the things that I wanted to say. I'm just scrolling a little bit through my tabs. Maybe just one thing to talk about very shortly before we stop, or before we will call it a day. This platform, it's a new platform. It was created more or less 3 weeks ago. I think it became public. Before it was like a beta version. It's called Odin.fun. Odin.fun is like the PIM.fun for runes, for Bitcoin meme coins. It was created by Billy. I just, his name snaps out of me, but it was created by someone who is a PhD in the Bitcoin blockchain, who did a PhD regarding the Bitcoin blockchain, and he just created a platform. It's actually some kind of a layer 2 for Bitcoin, but the finalization of the trading happens actually on layer 1, but it happens as fast and as cheap as Solana meme coin trading.
As cheap as Solana.
Yeah. You need to look. Wait, I will just look quickly the name of the person. Bob Bodley. Bob Bodley is the name of the person. You can definitely search him on X and find more information about this platform. But since there is a layer 2 that he built, I'm not 100% sure this will be the way to go in the future, but it's just interesting to notice a lot of people are building on Bitcoin. A lot of people are building for decentralized exchange or creating some kind of decentralized exchange trading experience on the Bitcoin blockchain. And I'm also very curious to see how all of this will change in the future. There are even two platforms, .swap and RunesDex, where you can instant swap tokens with AMM, so automated market makers. And that's all very interesting, but all still in its early days. But it would take too long to talk more about this. But this is definitely something that the people watching or listening can start doing their research on themselves.
Great. If you don't have any more to say, I don't think I can add anything, because you talked about everything, you went over everything. So I think it's super clear. If everyone is still watching, I think it's super clear. So Fred, thank you a lot for doing this. It was a real pleasure. Thank you for doing this on my channel, to give all your knowledge out to everyone on my channel. And so, yeah, guys, if you guys liked what we just did, if you guys like the Bitcoin ecosystem, if you want to see more of Frey, just put it in the comments, because normally if Frey is okay with that, we will do this like once every 2 months. We will go over to the Bitcoin meme coins, or maybe if there's something else that got Frey's attention, that's possible as well. So
exactly. I think every 2 months we will try to do a video about Bitcoin DeFi in general, and try to follow up a little bit what happens on the Bitcoin blockchain building wise. Okay, this episode was purely about what we think is the best meme coin on Bitcoin. And we will surely also talk about other Bitcoins in the future, but I want to really talk about these new trading experience and these new platforms that are being created on Bitcoin also. Yeah, because like we say, there is almost 2 trillion of idle capital sitting in Bitcoin. Just, okay, it's a store of value, but imagine people can start, can let their Bitcoins work for them, you know? And, and start earning more Bitcoins just because they are doing something on the Bitcoin blockchain on chain, like you can actually do on Ethereum, on Solana, on other blockchains. Yeah, I think it's very interesting what it will bring in the future.
All right, thank you, Frey. I think we will call it here. So everyone, thank you for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you guys liked the Bitcoin ecosystem and Bitcoin Wizards, make really sure to check out my latest video. I will put the link in the description, or maybe just here on top of it. If you guys have any more questions for Frey, he's also in our BlockFi Discord, so that link is in the description as well. So please join our free Discord. And then, yeah, make sure you click the like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.